Alrighty, so last day for this week, and then we'll continue on with slope next week. Still got about 3 more days of it, 4 including today. So we have the types of slope, right? Always going left to right, like how you read. Goes up, it's positive. Goes down, it's negative. This is zero fun and undefined. All right. We have our slope from a graph. I'm sorry, y-intercept from a graph. We kind of talked about that last time, but I just wanted to put it in here, right? The y-intercept is where your line touches the y-axis, right? And this line touches this axis right here at 8. That's why it's green. All right. Then we have slope from a graph as well. This is what we worked on last class. We are doing pretty good with the slope from a graph, so I think we should be pretty good today. And then we also have now putting it kind of together. So we have B is our y-intercept. So where does your graph go through the y-axis at? In this case, it is -1, sorry. And then they also do the slope, and they find out that that's down or 4/3. And so then they just plugged in M and B. So that's kind of where we're going today. But for now, I want to focus on what is the y-intercept, just to make sure that we're good with that piece, because it is something a little bit new. So again, remember, our y-intercept, our y-axis is the up and down one. And we are looking at where does our line, so in this case they're all blue, where does that touch the y-axis, that highlighted thing at? So in this case, right, it touches it right here at +2. Where does it touch it in this one? At -1. And then in this one, at 0. Okay? So again, this is just kind of figuring out what is the B of our equation. That's kind of what we're looking at first. So I want you to try and do both of these. Welcome back. We should have had +2 for this one. And then this one we should have had -0.5 or -0.5. Okay? So now what we are looking at is putting that all together. So putting together what we did last class and what we just did. Okay? So if I, again, highlight my y-axis, all right? I will tell you straight off the get, it is way easier to figure out what your B is than your slope, because your B, right, is just where is your line and your y-axis meeting at? Right here at 0, -2, so that means that your B is -2. It's whatever the number is on the y-axis. And then your slope, right, I'm going to do it in orange so you can see it. And I'm going to do it over here because there's less numbers over here. So if I connect these two, right, this is 1, 2 up and down, and 1 left to right. So that's 2 over 1, or we just write that as 2, right? This is a positive line, so it's a +2. So y equals 2x plus -2, or you could write it as y equals 2x minus 2. So that's how you write an equation given a graph.